What's happening?
Froggy, what's going on? Just some more.
How are you, buddy?
Good. You sound chipper for, what is it, 9:50 down your way?
It is, Lord. I've been up since 5, buddy.
Well, now usually I do afternoons, and I didn't realize that we were on Nashville time, so I got into work at 9:50. I've been waiting. I've been waiting a while.
Oh, wow. You know, I'm up at 5:30 every day to take my daughter to school, so I actually I'm accustomed to being up early. It feels like lunchtime to me right now.
It feels like lunchtime to me too. Let's just jump in since you brought up your daughters. You got 3 daughters now. What's that like?
It's a lot. It's a lot. No, it's great, man. It's a lot of fun. You know, we have a job that's a lot of fun, but nothing compares to being a dad, man. It's never a dull moment. It never lacks for drama. And having 3 daughters, I've learned probably more than anything, I've learned patience, man. You're not going to get anywhere in a hurry, that's for sure. So
with 3 daughters, what are you watching now? Like what is your day like?
You know, I get up at 5:30, take my make lunch for my oldest daughter, take her to school. Usually get back home about 8:30, and you know, typically my 3-year-old, she don't really like to go to preschool, so usually she and I just hang out all day, and I mean, we may go get in the boat and go to the lake or Chuck E. Cheese or just hang out at the house and play. And then my 1.5-year-old actually likes preschool, so she goes to preschool a lot. But man, we're pretty boring. We don't do a whole lot any different than most folks out there.
I just got the image of you hanging out at Chuck E. Cheese, and I started to chuckle. It just doesn't seem like a place you would hang out a lot.
Oh yeah, we went last week. My daughter told me she's a trip now. My 3-year-old is just she's a nut, and you never know. She's the one you never know what she's going to say or when or who she's going to say it to. But she told me the other day. She goes, "I don't believe I'll go to school tomorrow." I said, "Oh really?" I said, "What are you going to do?" She goes, "You're going to take me to Chuck E. Cheese." Well, guess what I did? I took her to Chuck E. Cheese. So they pretty much had me wrapped around their finger.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to. You don't want to. I mean, you're a dad now. I mean, they figured it out early. That's the problem, though. They've got you figured out a little too early.
Yeah, I know. I kind of I let my guard down early. I probably should have held out a little longer.
Like you usually wait till they're 16 and when they want the car, and then they figure out they could twist you. They're gonna have a Hot Wheels or a Power Wheels pretty soon.
Oh yeah, you're exactly right. I made that mistake way too early.
You got a new song coming out or you do have a new song out. It's called "You Look Like I Need a Drink." Is that I feel like your whole life experience with 3 kids, living in a house full of women, that may be some truth behind it.
Yeah, I get a lot of those looks. But no, I'm excited, man. It's been a while since we've had new music out on radio, so it's exciting to finally be back on the radio. I missed it. I'm excited about the tune, man. It's a unique title and idea, and I think the songwriters did a great job. And it just feels good, man. It's a feel-good tune, and it's literally a glass half full take on a breakup song. So I'm excited to see what folks think about it.
Now your wife has picked a lot of your number. You have 5 number ones. Your wife, what did she pick? The last 2 or 3?
She's picked. I think she's picked 3 of them. Yeah, she picked "Till My Last Day," "Letting the Night Roll," and I want to say "If Heaven Wasn't So Far Away," maybe. But yeah, she's got a pretty good ear, man. When you're in the business, you listen to songs from a calculated perspective. Is it too long? Does it get to the hook soon enough? Yada yada yada, whatever. And so she listens and just gives an unbiased opinion on whether or not she likes the song or not, which is the way we all used to listen to music before we got into it. But so it's use all the tools around you, right?
Well, did she pick this one?
She actually, her pick was a different. She likes this song. She really likes the song, but she thought another one should be the first single. But she's dead wrong. This is a number 1. So,
your wife hasn't figured out how to wrap you around the figures. Just your daughter.
Yeah, she actually has too.
A big, you're like trending on the internet on YouTube. You read Drake's new song Hotline Bling, I think it's called. You've got Sam Hunt now with his kind of style. Are you going to switch up your style and do some talk singing?
No, I don't believe so. You know what's funny about that? I had never heard of Drake or heard of the song. I didn't even know what I was reading until somebody told me after. They just said, "Hey, read this," and I started reading it, and then the lyrics just got more and more and more ridiculous. And so finally, I lost it. I cracked up, but it's so funny what people are drawn to, man. I think it had 10 million views the first day or something, which I've never had 10 million views on any of my music videos in a day. So I don't know if that means people would rather hear me read than talk or sing or what. I don't know. But,
I just did I just DJ'd a school dance, and the kids were like, "Play that Hotline Bling song," and I had it, and I'd never heard it before. I was like, "This is one of the worst songs I've ever heard." And then the next day, you were talking, and I was like, "Well, this is a little odd."
Yeah, I've actually never even heard the song still. I need to look it up.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and don't.
Yeah, it's just it's so funny. Drake, where I'm from Arkansas, duck hunting capital of the world. Drake is a duck. And that's what somebody said that's a Drake song. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
You're finishing up your your new album. It's coming out in 2016. You got a name for it yet?
I don't, man. We're about halfway done with it, and I just kind of am waiting for something to slap me across the face and say this is it. But I'm excited about it. No matter what it's called, man, I think it's going to be the best album we've put out there. So hopefully everybody is as excited as we are to get it.
I'm very excited. And you can hear your new song, You Look Like You Need a Drink, Justin Moore. Thanks so much for stopping by the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy.
Have a good one.